Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. So I wanted to make a quick reading for you guys, just closing the year of 2020, taking a look at the current energies, how we are ending this year and how we are stepping into 2021 after everything that is happening. And now in the 14th, as I'm recording this, it's tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have a total solar eclipse in your sign. And that's a big thing, because a solar eclipse is like a supercharged new moon. So this is a time for you to start focusing on what it is that you want to plant, what it is that you want to harvest 6 months from now or so. Because this month is the month to plant it. Okay, so I think that this, even though the year is ending right now, I think you're already focusing on the new beginnings for the year of 2021. And there's also something that I wanted to talk to you about, and I have been talking about this with the other zodiacs as well, which is Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, and he talks about inadequacy, or just a certain feeling of impotence that we have in an area of our lives. Imagine that thing, that wound, that doesn't matter how hard you try, it just doesn't seem to heal. Okay. It just doesn't seem to heal. So you keep on trying. And Chiron is now retrograde in the sign of Aries, and that's happening in your natural 5th house, which is the house of creativity, self-expression, also children. It's the house of play, you know. So think of everything that is associated with children. They just play so easily, right? They express themselves so easily. Children, they don't overthink like us. So with Chiron going retrograde in Aries in there, I wonder if you have been feeling a bit stuck lately. Oops. If you have been feeling a bit stuck lately in your self-expression, has it been hard for you to just take some leadership and be impulsive, intuitive in your creative endeavors? Or just how you express yourself to the outer world as well? This is all Chiron in Aries in your 5th house. And since Chiron is retrograde right now, it's also a moment to take a look at how that's internalized in you. Because when a planet goes retrograde, it's not an external event. It's something that happens on the inside. So it's that certain moment in which we stop and we start going within and thinking, what is keeping me from expressing myself? What is keeping me from taking leadership in my play, in how I play, in how I have fun? What is holding me back? Why is it being hard for me to express this Aries energy, which is a very intuitive and impulsive energy? And why has it been hard for you to do that in areas in which you just have fun? In areas in which you just express yourself freely. You should be expressing yourself freely. Okay. So Chiron in there talks about it. So let's get to your reading here. And we open your reading with the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles in the regular tarot, okay? And even though I love the 9 of Earth because she's very independent, both in the Rider-Waite, but also in this one, it's portrayed by a woman. And she's very independent, she's very prosperous, she doesn't need anyone else, she doesn't need anything else. She is sitting in her power. There's something in this card that calls to me because she's wearing a mask. And actually that mask ties perfectly with what I just said about Chiron. So it's almost as if you have everything that you want, or you are being able to work towards that. So being your own self, being independent, taking care of yourself and attracting your prosperity to you. It's almost as if you feel either ashamed or held back to do that, to express that, to be happy about it. So I see that at the same time that you have all this strength, all this power to be there for yourself, there is there is a level of humility here, of humbleness, that I really like. But I don't know. It gives me this impression that it's almost as if you are ashamed for being successful, ashamed of having it all, ashamed of being there for yourself. It's as if society, in a way, or maybe people around you, expect you to depend on others. And Sagittarius is such an independent zodiac, right? All the fire signs, they are very independent, they are very bold, very assertive. So I wonder what is it that is going on that is putting you in this place of humility, of not wanting to brag about who you are right now and what it is that you're going after, what it is that you're accomplishing for yourself. And I think that this is something that you should allow yourself to do. With Chiron in the fifth house, allow yourself to brag a bit. That's the house of Leo. So allow yourself to be proud of yourself. Allow yourself to be proud of who you are and what it is that you're working and on, and that you're just building for yourself. Okay? I really like the first row of the reading here, and I want to show you all three cards at once. Because we have the Knight of Swords, then we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. So we have this. And there is so much energy here for me, because with the Knight of Wands, you're ready to charge forward. You're moving really, really fast. And with the Two of Wands right in the middle, I don't see it as you being stuck, looking outwards, looking at the world. I think that this choice of going out into the world has already been made. Sagittarius is a sign of the world, right? It is ruled by Jupiter, it's very expansive, and it's also connected to foreign lands. And the Two of Wands for me is also a card of foreign lands, looking into that. So I see you moving forward very quickly. There's nothing tying you back, there's nothing holding you back. And also with the Page of Wands, we can see that here too. You do have the creative process. There's a lot of fresh energy. It's very fresh, it's very new, it's exciting, it's playful, it's cheerful. And I really like it. And then again, it reminds me of this Nine of Earth, of you almost feeling ashamed. I wouldn't say ashamed, but it's like, you know, when people have so much and then they feel bad for people who don't have that much, and it's fine, it's okay, it's good to feel like that. It's good to be grateful. Like, that is a form of being grateful for what you have. But don't put yourself down for what you have accomplished for yourself. It's almost as if you feel guilty. Actually, that's the word that I was looking for. It's not ashamed. It's almost as if you feel guilty for what you have conquered yourself. Okay? So even though I see all this fresh energy of you charging forward, of you moving forward, I see here right under the Knight of Swords, the Three of Wands in the reverse. And this Three of Wands in the reverse here tells me that even though you have all this energy to move forward, there is still something that keeps holding you back. But it's a psychological feeling. It's not something that you're letting stop yourself, also because we saw that in the first row. So outward, like on the outside, you are going after it. On the outside, you are doing it and you are putting your energy to use. But on the inside, there is this internal process that is still tying you back onto something. And I see here this Ace of Cups in the reverse, right next to this Three of Wands in the reverse. And I think that even though you have all of this and you have brought a lot of stuff for yourself, I think that you still don't feel emotionally fulfilled. And maybe that's where this feeling of guilt is coming from. Or maybe this is causing, or maybe the feeling of guilt is causing this emotional unfulfillment for you. Okay, and I can't also not notice that, and I saw it for several zodiacs this mid-month. This Ace of Cups in the reverse is also sitting right in the middle of your reading. And I do see it as a person also because we have many pages. We have actually 3 pages right now in your whole reading, okay? And this Ace of Cups in the reverse is sitting right in the middle of your reading. And I think that you are still mourning the loss of someone, the loss of a relationship, or the loss of something, either a project, something that you did put a lot of love into, and you had to recognize that it wasn't bringing you the love that you wanted back. So at the same time that you are energized to charge forward with all your plans, as we saw here in the first row, it's the mourning of this loss is still getting to you. And I also see that because we have the Ace of Cups right next to the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Swords talks about moving on, okay, moving on towards calmer waters after a storm, but it's in the reverse. So I think that you're not managing to move on from this breakup, from this heartbreak, as fast as you would have wanted to. You're still feeling stuck in there, but it's happening a lot in the subconscious, a lot in the unconscious mind. With the Three of Wands here in the reverse, right on top of the Page of Cups in the reverse, it's almost as if you are still waiting for an offer from this person, from the situation, from this project, from this partner, business partner, whoever this is talking about. It's as if even though you want to move forward, something is still lingering in the back of your mind, in which you say, but should I make this choice? Should I travel to this place? Should I move to that town? Because what if I get this offer? What if? What if? So there is a lot of internal struggle here. And as I said, it happens really in the subconscious mind, in your emotional, in your mental body. It's not in your physical body. Because in the physical, I do see you going. Okay, so you are going, you are moving forward, but it's at the back of your mind, there is this thought lingering, but should I be making this choice? Should I be doing this? Should I be going there? Because what if I get this offer? What if this person comes around? What if this company decides to actually take me and make an offer for me? Okay, and this is bringing some anxiety. And I do see that whoever this person is, they are still keeping some sort of tabs on you, okay? Because we do have the Page of Swords right under this Ace of Cups in the reverse. So I think that whoever they are still checking on you. I don't think there's a lot of communication going on between you two. I don't think that you are really in contact, but I think that you two are keeping an eye on each other and trying to see what is going on in each other's lives, okay? And we close your reading with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And I think that with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, right next to this Page of Swords in the reverse, it would be a waste of your Nine of Pentacles to go back into the situation. So even if this person does come back around, even if they do make an offer again for you, even if they say what it is that you want to hear, I don't think that restarting a new cycle with this person would take you where you want to be, because the Wheel in the reverse just shows me that you would be re-entering the same cycle all over again with this person. And I do think that, especially since the Wheel is in the reverse here, I think that this time it could be even worse. You know, this time around it could be worse than the time before, not better. And I don't think that you are really considering doing this, because I can see that you enter the reading already moving forward. You are going where you need to go. You are building things for yourself. You're not feeling physically trapped to anyone. But there are still the self-sabotaging thoughts going on, in which you keep wondering, but what if? What if? And you know, Sagittarius, that even though you are not really letting the situation stop you from going after what it is that you want, I do think that having this lingering in your mind is still wasting your energy. So even though it's not stopping you in the physical world, it's still keeping tabs on you on the emotional and mental world, in your own emotional and mental world. Because what makes me wonder here is that even though we don't have, well, we do have quite some mental cards, we do have quite some sword cards here, showing that there is still some stress and some fear attached to the situation. But the impression that I'm getting from it is that if you feed too much, if you feed the situation too much, if you feed these thoughts and this hope for this person to come around too much, I think that this can start growing, this can start bubbling. So right now it doesn't seem to be a problem, because you are still moving on with all the strength, you know, with these amazing cards here on the top. But I have this feeling that if these thoughts keep being fed, then they can become something worse, they can become something bigger, and they can start actually impairing your real actions in the world, okay? And also, Sagittarius, it makes me wonder if the fact that you are showing up here in the Nine of Earth in such this humble way, you know, in this almost guilty way, if it has to do with this person as well. If what I'm hearing is that you are doing really fine by yourself. I don't think you're missing this person as much as you thought you would be missing them. And I think that you're moving on much faster than you thought you would, even though there are some of these thoughts sometimes. And there is almost a sense of feeling guilt for this. It's almost as if you are guilty to show this person that you are indeed moving on from them. I don't know if that makes you fear that they think you are unlovable or something like that, that, you know, that you didn't really care for them, that you didn't have love for them if you move too fast. So it's almost as if even though you feel very single and you feel really good, you just feel really good being by yourself and being free, there is this guilty feeling of moving on so fast, of being this free, of being this accomplished, of being this prosperous. Okay? So don't let these thoughts trap you. Don't let this fear trap you, because you do deserve what you have here. Of course you deserve what you have here. And you deserve what you have built for yourself, okay? And it's okay to be proud of it. It's good to be grateful for it, and it's good to be proud of it, okay? So let's see, I want to get some oracle cards for you. So I'm gonna get a Moonology card, and I'm also going to get an Animal Spirit card for you. Okay, this one really wanted to come out. Wow. Let's see. Look at what we got here. It says new moon in Sagittarius. I don't know if it's focusing. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try, put it closer. So new moon in Sagittarius, which is happening exactly tomorrow. And it says luck is on your side. I really think that the year of 2021 is going to be awesome for you. With this new moon here happening in your sign, which is actually a solar eclipse, so it's supercharged. It's a super charged new moon. I really think that 2021 has everything to be amazing for you. and you do deserve everything that you are building for yourself, everything that you have brought on your way. You know, be proud of it. You deserved it. You worked hard for it. So even though this ending that you had was painful, and you're still feeling, right, the Page of Cups in the reverse that you lost, you worked for everything that you have, and you should be proud of it. You deserved it. So it's okay to once in a while go back into that feeling and mourn that feeling a bit, but don't let it take over you, okay? Let that just be, like, if you miss the person, for instance, if you just find yourself missing that person sometimes, okay, you miss that person, and so what? It's not like you don't need to act on it, and you don't need to stop yourself, and you don't need to feel guilty for missing them, and you don't need to blame yourself or judge yourself for that. But you also don't need to detach completely from it. Feel the feeling, you know? Yeah, I miss them, and so what? But it's done. And then you continue moving forward to what you're building here. And yes, I said, oops, some fell here. So I'm gonna get an animal spirit for you as well. And actually, I'm going to, okay, we got one. Yes, I love this one. So we got here for you the koi fish spirit, and it says there's always enough. So again, even though you lost this, don't worry, the universe is a very abundant place. There are plenty of opportunities out there for you. There are plenty of people, plenty of new jobs, plenty of business partners, you know. You don't need to suffer so much for what it is that was lost. There's always enough, and there's more than enough for you there, okay? And with this luck is on your side, with the new moon in Sagittarius, I can really see this coming up quickly for you in 2021. So I really like your reading. I really do. So I hope you enjoyed, Sagittarius. I'll see you next month in the reading of January. Take care. Bye-bye.